Yeah, but I don't know what's
Yo,
what were you about to
I was
say.
gonna say, bro. I just want to jump right in, bro. Did y'all see the Giannis injury?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, we
that
just
should
saw
look
the Giannis injury. Yep.
that look
Yeah,
bad.
actually looks bad. He don't look like he's coming back. I mean, the thing is, I've seen players come back from a hyperextended knee, like not the next game, but the game after, even though they weren't 100%. But I don't even know what type of injury, how long that kind of takes to come back from.
Yeah, like I feel like that was the same thing that happened to Kawhi. Like, didn't he hyperextend his knee?
Yeah.
And he's been ruled out for. I feel like he's out for the rest of the playoffs. But like, who knows? That's just Kawhi.
Probably.
Like,
yeah, it's an ACL scare, so I don't expect him to come back after that. On some real, like,
yeah, it's not worth. Well, but like, I guess you have to like balance, like, so if it's not like a full on tear and like he can technically play on it, you got to like balance the career aspect. Like, this is his best chance to win an NBA finals, or do you try to preserve your health before?
That's the difference between him and Kawhi. Kawhi is like
Kawhi already got two ships. Yeah,
I got two ships, 2 Finals MVPs. Like the second one, I didn't even really try for either one. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like Kawhi Leonard is very concerned about the function of his knees at the age of 70. So I think he values that more than these finals.
But for Giannis, like this, like is Giannis going to be able to get back to this place next year when all the other players in the league are healthy, and with a full
to the Miami Heat, yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
Oh man, wow!
Who's on the Miami Heat?
Dame.
Dame is going to the Miami Heat.
Everybody think they're getting Dame.
He's not staying with Portland.
Why you say that?
I'm just saying, bro. I'm here.
He expressed. He expressed distent. He expressed distent with Portland.
I'm hearing a little bird.
Sources.
Yeah. A little birdie told me.
Sources on Twitter say that he expressed
He's definitely
dissent.
Yeah. Nothing substantial. I mean, you know the title of the podcast.
I saw Dame in a jersey of Photoshop jersey of every team in the league.
Yesterday. It's that time of year, man.
We're
that time of year. Hey, but Miami got dough. That's a good thing to have at this time of year. Another good thing to have is lottery picks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's critical. Sir. Like for a blockbuster trade. Like,
yes, sir.
Unless like in order to maintain your current stardom, you need those like lottery picks.
And it's a lot of good. It's a lot of good talent coming into the league this year out of the draft. In the draft, a lot of good players at the wing. So you don't want to.
You know what I heard?
Really,
from guys. From Warriors rumors.
Siakam.
Yep, Siakam for who is it? A Wiseman and the 7th pick.
I wouldn't do that.
You would not do that, or you would?
I would not.
You would not. Mm-hmm. Interesting. With all you talking about Wiseman this past year, what would make you say Wiseman and this number 7 pick wouldn't be worth it?
You're gonna have Siakam be our center.
We'll run small ball.
But
we'll have Draymond run the 5. We'll have Draymond run the 5.
You want to have Draymond run the 5 for 82 games?
No, we can mix and match. We can change it up.
With I don't know.
With someone who doesn't.
I don't know. We would have to figure out something else. Maybe with the 14th pick, draft somebody big. But I mean, I love Looney, man. Like, I think Looney is super underrated.
He's solid.
That's a super solid player.
He's consistent.
And we're getting him for a bargain, in my opinion, but he's not, I guess, that durable sometimes. Sometimes, like, if you put too much stress on him, he's not that durable. Yeah, and I don't want to put that much stress on Draymond too, because I think he's really essential to what we do on offense. So if he's really banging, I don't know. I don't know. That's tough. That's a tough ask for him to do every night.
True.
That's a super.
They are
tough
getting up
ask.
there in age. They are
Yeah,
getting up there in age.
yeah.
Though.
And I get you could throw Looney in there every now and again, but then when we come to like the playoffs and like matchups,
true.
I would rather have
But the
somebody.
thing is, do centers take over like that in the NBA anymore come playoff time? When's like the last center you've seen like take over a series?
Take over a series.
Yeah.
I guess Embiid like in the first couple rounds, but I don't even know if he needed to necessarily take over. Like that was just like smooth sailing.
Yeah, I remember like I think the last one for me where like a center took over the series was like it was definitely a Joel Embiid series where he like took over. Like I think it was like the Heat like 3 years ago, like where Joel Embiid made
is Anthony
sure
Davis a center? Because I guess that would count.
Power forward, but he did take over that. You talking about that Portland series?
No, he should be a power forward. You're right.
Yeah. But yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is I don't think we got to worry too much about the center position. It's shrinking, it's dwindling away as we see it today. In terms of like banging in the block, like the player banging in the block isn't actually providing the most impact for the game. You think like I honestly think teams would encourage the offense to kind of bang in the block because it's slow and grind kind of basketball. It's like almost Memphis type. But yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be an interesting play.
I think it's still good. Like you got guys like Zion who bang still. And it's just how fast. It's just how you set it up. You gotta like have the player be in the best position. You gotta play around that player sometimes if you wanna have that kind of offense, and you have to put him in the best position to succeed. You got to get the ball in the best position to succeed. But how tall is Siakam? I don't know how tall he is.
I feel like he's like a KD type where he says he's 6'11", but he's like actually 7'2".
Really? He's that big?
He doesn't.
I hope so.
He kind of like, yeah, he got that like.
He's listed as 6'9" on Google.
At 6'9".
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess 6'9" to me though.
I guess he can switch on the centers.
He can definitely switch on a center.
Yeah.
He's probably got some pretty long arms too.
Oh, for sure, and he could definitely shoot better than Ben Simmons, and we would be able to keep Wiggins.
Absolutely.
So I mean, it's not a bad idea. I wouldn't be mad if it happened. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad if it happened. I still kind of prefer the Ben Simmons trade. Just because Ben Simmons, I think he's definitely taller, and I think has a lot more potential. Like he hasn't reached his potential yet, and I think Siakam kind of has.
Already? He's literally 2 years from his most improved.
I don't know. I mean, he didn't get his team to the playoffs this year.
Yeah, he dropped off. I think because he had to become that dude when Kawhi left, and I don't think he was really going to be that number one dude on the team.
Right.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that role is for him. But what if he becomes like the number 2 or the number 3 on another team?
I don't know. Maybe, but I don't know. I think Ben Simmons is just playing a lot better, especially when he's by himself. Like when he's not playing with Embiid, with the a ball stopper like Embiid. Like those games, like he goes crazy, and he looks like a player that can lead a team.
I see you. So, I see that. Yeah.
I don't know, but let's get into the podcast. Let's stop talking about basketball because basketball is what it is. None of our teams are in the
they're
playoffs. Not. I don't know, Mike. Are you still a Clippers fan?
I guess.
Mike's. I don't know, man. Are you like? Who's your favorite player? Do you have like a favorite player now? Who's your team?
Oh well, I mean, like Obviously, I like LeBron, but then Dame too. Like
so you're a
Dame and LeBron. Dame and LeBron probably my favorite players in the league right now.
All right, see, but you're like a player guy, right?
Yeah. So, like, I won't say I'm a fan of a specific team, but so we'll just leave it at that.
I feel that. But yeah, man. So this is the Mostly Bullshitting podcast. That was Mike.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm Mike.
I'm Brandon.
That was Solomon.
And yeah, this is the weekly catch up between three ex-college roommates where we basically get together, talk about current events, things that are going on in the world, finance, sports, relationships. What else do we talk about, you guys? But it's mostly bullshit, honestly. Yeah, conspiracy theories, but it's mostly bullshit, especially the conspiracy theories. And yeah, let's just get straight into it. Mike, what you got to talk about today?
Yeah, so I've been seeing a lot of videos online of people kind of exposing Amazon as a company, kind of showing that it's a toxic work culture, and people generally aren't happy working there. Like they have they only get like 15-minute breaks, and it's always like on the dot. Like they can never sit down when they're working. Like they're not allowed to sit. Like the managers are shitty people, and they're just overworked for hours on end of just being on your feet. So I've been hearing a lot of talks about forming a union, and I'm kind of trying to explore the possibilities of what a union at Amazon would do. First off, it probably just increase prices, but I mean, how much could it really increase the prices at a company like that's that big?
Amazon
but yeah,
workers don't have a union.
No,
and they have active union busters. Like, and it's been leaked. That's what's been leaked to the media. Like, there's like vague descriptions. They're actually out on YouTube right now. Like in their training commercial, in their training, like for new hires, they have like softly worded guidance for new hires to report any formation of unions, and basically pretty much report anything they see to the union buster.
To the booster
in new hire training, huh? The union buster, the
buster.
People
like the buster?
they're employed,
yeah,
like Ghostbusters.
Exactly. Essentially, like they will break. Like there's people at Amazon that work there that are specifically, their job is to ensure they like seek out people attempting to make unions.
They have a snitching hotline.
Yeah,
it's not even. It's like y'all can't even be friends with each other, kind of thing. Like, oh, y'all getting too friendly. Wait, what are y'all talking about? Kind of thing. Dang,
I feel like y'all can be Amazon friends. I feel like you could definitely be friends. I feel like there's like things that would make it seem a little bit more weird.
That's so crazy. I thought it was illegal though for someone who's working in a warehouse to not be unionized.
No, there's a lot of
they might code their shit something else to like loophole after loophole because they hire the most expensive lawyers to help them make the most profit based off of labor law today.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think like in today's society, it's pretty hard to form a union. Like I know my dad's job. Yeah, like my dad was a part of a union, and like definitely being a part of a union it's way better. Like you fight for higher wages, you're protected to a certain extent. But I guess when you have the power of an Amazon, it's pretty hard to fight the largest company in the world. So, and that's what kind of makes it sad, in that, these people are having pretty shitty working conditions for minimal pay, shitty to little benefits. So it just doesn't even seem like, and they even have like as a part of Amazon, I think there was some more information that leaked that said they want people to quit. Like they literally want people to just come in, work for like a year, quit so that they can replace them. Because that way, like, yeah. And then that way they don't have to like pay raises to employees, because they pretty much
there's like
forced them to
medical
leave.
loopholes. There's medical
Yeah.
loopholes as well. Like you don't have to pay for medical for certain contractors like like if the contract is a year, you don't have to pay medical. Once it's over a year or a year and a half in some states, you're no longer going to be considered a contract worker and you'll have to receive benefits from. And so, like, yeah, I've also read, like, mostly on Reddit, so unverified sources, but, you know, there's some workers that, but there's some workers that get fired, like, every single day on the same year and then get rehired.
Yeah, no, I know about that. But, I mean, yeah, people do scandalous shit to, you know, make money or to save money. But that
I just feel like
that on the companies and hiring, rehiring people, like, I mean, I don't know.
it's just business.
I don't know how much there's to be done about that, especially if it's just up to the company. Like, I mean, in terms of like capitalism, like I don't know if there's much to be done about that, but people not having a union and not having benefits is pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy, especially doing the work that they're doing.
Yeah, like, and essentially, like, if they sit down during their shift, like they get a fucking I guess they get like a demerit system. So like, and it's like 3 strikes, you're out kind of thing. So it's like I just can't imagine not being able to be standing for 12 hours straight. That seems insane to me. Like to not be able to sit down. Like,
well, it's fucked up because Amazon's such a new company and they have to do in order to alleviate that. And I think they're just gonna wait it out, and if they're just gonna deal with the bad PR.
They're gonna fight legally at every juncture to ensure that they give the employees the least amount of like leisure per shift so they can squeeze the most amount of money. But the thing is, they already own, you know, over 50% of like America's commerce in terms of what we
that's
buy.
what makes it scary.
Right. They make so much money, they're not even worried about the bad PR. They're like, what, like bad PR?
The money is too much money.
No one cares about
too
that.
Much
People are
money.
like buy stuff.
Let that shit happen. Like we can pay a PR department that is pretty much the New York Yankees of PR departments.
Right.
And let's run.
Right. And then, you know, it's really sick. But
yeah, I don't know. I think with the rise of like bigger corporations, like corporations now run the government. I think it's been very obvious for a very long time, but like the introduction of lobbyism was just kind of like a formality. Whether there was lobbyism or it wasn't legally allowed, there was always going to be like loopholes. Like I think lobbyism is like the little paint that makes being a politician okay, because there's legal ways for politicians to receive money from companies to vote in a company's interest. Mm-hmm. And the only reason why they're allowed to do that is because a company is ran by a person. So they're technically those people. Mm-hmm. But theoretically, if lobbying was banned, we would have these same exact interactions. But if you get caught, you're called corrupt. And that's pretty much what the fucking third world is today.
Damn.
Like we are in an era where companies have more power than the governments themselves. And so they actually they say what their interests are. The people's interests will come second because business makes money. If there's a regulation that hurts too many people, a business can pay for the lawmakers to vote against science for the interest of specific like labor rights.
I've heard that the United States itself is a corporation.
Is it not?
Yeah, I mean that's how it's.
I've heard like technically it's a corporation, but this is like conspiracy theory. Mostly bullshit, Brandon.
I mean, I wouldn't.
How far away are we from that? So.
I mean, you can look at the president as the CEO and then trickle down to senators being the fucking, I don't know, branch leaders. Like,
what really matters, you guys, is like, okay, we're talking about money. That's cool. What really matters is real estate. Uh, and I think that's why Amazon's not really worried about it, because they're just like, we don't really have the real estate right now. We don't have the infrastructure that's like reliable enough. Because
They do though, don't they?
well, no, they
I mean,
outsource a lot of their volume to other logistics
Oh, it's like kind
services. Yeah, they
of.
outsource a significant amount of their volume to other logistics services. So they're gonna keep doing that, and it's whatever, because they still make a lot of money. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, as long as they don't have the necessary infrastructure, they're really not. I don't know. It's
So
not going to
there's
get that
that's like,
crazy.
I mean, that's an easy railway for you to kind of just pick up. Just make your own department, buy them out, just be as efficient. Keep pushing until you own the whole process.
Yeah.
You always have people like help you to support kind of like the infrastructure to like scale if you're unable to grow your team at the rate it's scaled at. And I think that's going to be like a continuously building thing. But Amazon will still have the means, the money. They just need time to just because they literally don't they didn't even have the time to form the teams to scale at the rate that they were scaling at over the past decade. Like
That part.
like the only reason why more people haven't been hired is because HR hasn't just set up the fucking job listing. Like
damn.
too many things that they can do. Too much money that they're willing to give, but at the right price in comparison to their other people and to like the other competitors.
Yeah,
But
they got the e-commerce game mapped out, man. It's crazy.
to a T.
Uh-huh.
To a T.
Yeah, and
But
them outsourcing other people doing it is just that's the genius part about all of it. Is that
Yeah.
like we can just program things, in the back end, and then in real life have everyone else who's been doing it for hundreds of years do it, or 100 years do it for
Do it
us.
for us.
and
Show us
and
the blueprint.
Yeah.
and not have to pay the benefits to those to
No.
those people that are
Right,
doing
like
the
all those
work.
other
Absolutely not.
companies, like all
Great
those other companies
contractors,
do.
Yeah.
consultants,
Right.
whatever doesn't make you an actual employee. If you are an employee,
Right.
here's your base salary.
Right. And all they're making money off of software. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
Come on. I,
Like
I,
you don't
I
gotta
hope
do
I can't
shit.
I can't wait till people wake up and like you be like, you guys are paying for software. Like
Yeah.
I can't wait till people wake up, but we'll see. We'll see.
The only thing they gave us for free was email.
Yeah. So let's move on to, you guys done with the topic? You guys done talking
Yeah,
about that?
yeah. I'm good.
For sure. Yeah. So let's move on to the next topic. Speaking of software, John McAfee. Man, this man was like they're gonna make a movie out of this dude for sure. For sure. It's gonna be an Oliver Stone classic. Basically he was arrested in Spain in October for tax evasion charges. They said that he made a lot of money after he was um, caught in a sort of weird predicament where his neighbor was mysteriously killed. Yeah, his neighbor was
And
mysteriously killed when he was living in Belize. And ever since then, he said he's been on the run, living on a boat out like in like the Spain area. Um, just chilling, and then basically the United States saying that he's made a lot of money during that time that he didn't
Pay
acknowledge,
taxes.
pay
Oh.
taxes for, right? Pay taxes for. So they caught him on tax evasion charges. And since he was in Spain, he's being held in Spain, and he's also releasing these tweets at the same time, basically saying that he has a whole bunch of information. If to give some background, John McAfee is the guy who made McAfee, which is the first commercial antivirus software. So he was, first in market in antivirus software.
I had his software.
Everyone, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of
Yeah.
people had
It like
that.
came pre-downloaded on your shit.
Yeah,
Exactly. So he's been involved in some pretty huge contracts that, we can imagine. And he, claimed on his Twitter account that he has a lot of incriminating evidence against not only the United States government but other world governments, and that if he ever got Epsteined, like if he ever, because there's a lot of.
He said that in Spain.
He said that in a tweet. Like he has a tweet. He has a tattoo that says "whacked" with a $sign in front of it, like "schwacked." And he tweeted like a picture of the tattoo, and he said, if they ever say that I killed myself in prison, know that I got killed in prison for like the things that I know, and I got whacked, schwack or whatever,
Yeah.
Okay.
money whack. Like, so now that he is actually, he actually did commit suicide apparently in the Spanish prison after the Spanish National Court said that he would be extradited back to the United States. Apparently, he did actually kill himself. But there's a lot of weird stuff going on with his death. Let's see, there was like a cue that was posted to his Instagram account minutes after it came out that he was going to be extradited.
A Q?
A Q for like QAnon or whatever,
okay, okay,
conspiracy
yeah.
group.
Like the letter, yeah.
I thought you meant waiting in line.
Like the letter Q for like QAnon.
Okay.
Like, like the whole like hacker conspiracy.
Yep. I know.
But yeah, like his current wife says that she was talking to him, and he didn't seem like he was going to be, like suicidal or any type of thing. His lawyer said the same thing, and they feel like there was foul play. They feel like he was killed in prison.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd tend to lean towards believing it. Like, as someone who, like, obviously, in order to develop an antivirus software, you have to be an expert in hacking in viruses to
you have to be
understand how to prevent it. So like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I think it was like an interview that I saw of him. I think it was a few days ago, where he was saying that he literally had hacking software within, like, on a US government computer. And that's probably how he has all the incriminating information that he claimed to have.
Right.
But yeah, I mean,
it says he had
John McAfee has like a tweet saying anything about the US government, and any US government official looks at their fucking desktop, they're gonna see McAfee antivirus software, bro. They definitely got lit up.
Like he probably had some backdoor shit, like when he installed, because he had McAfee probably installed on all of the government computers.
He had Bush and Clinton back in the day, bro. Nah, there's no way. He was probably been in the White House since 1998.
What's crazy is that this dude is a scammer. This dude also, when he got indicted for tax evasion, was indicted by the SEC for basically doing a fraudulent crypto pump and dump, where he presented himself as an impartial investor while he was promoting initial coin offerings. But then he got, paid for those coin offerings. He got like, they're claiming $23 million in digital assets.
Damn. Did it say which coins they were?
No, it didn't. Yeah, let me see where this is from.
Yeah. Because there were like quite a bit of there are a lot of pump and dump cryptocurrencies out there. So I wouldn't be surprised if
this is from court. This is court documents.
Oh shit.
So yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he has a level of intelligence on several governments around the world that used his softwares. Like it's probably pretty easy to have some backdoor shit in there to
Have you guys watched the show Startup on Netflix?
I have not.
Watch that show. That show is so lit. This man's whole life reminds me of that show.
Yeah, maybe.
It's about these three entrepreneurs who are trying to start up a cryptocurrency in Miami. It's
Oh
like
yeah.
the son of a corrupt banker, um, the daughter of like some Cuban immigrants, and a leader of a Haitian gang.
Damn.
That's
All right.
pretty.
Yeah, I'll check that out. That sounds sick.
That's a pretty easy sell. I'm not gonna lie. That's an easy sell.
Yeah.
It's so lit. Yeah, there's 3 seasons. Check it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So it just sucks that people can get whacked like this in the world. You know,
Yeah.
when they're just like. But he was also kind of like involved in these weird situations.
Yeah, he was a little sus himself. So like
Right.
he
Not
loses a
to
little
not
bit of
to not to
credibility.
say that he should be killed for anything that he's ever done.
Yeah.
But like if you live a certain lifestyle, you know, things are,
You're
bound to
going to
happen.
interact with individuals that may not have your best interest at heart.
Right, man. So you're not doing yourself any favors by living that kind of life. But man, I definitely want to know what he knew. That's what
Yeah.
I don't want to get killed
Yeah,
for it, but I would want to
yeah,
know.
bro.
Yeah,
Like,
just know
Um,
I won't say anything, but
yeah,
just,
I mean, as long as everyone else knows, you can't kill everybody, right?
yeah.
I hope it's not
But I
that
just feel
serious.
like
I hope
if
it's
he
not that
did know some
serious.
shit, I just feel like though if he did know some shit like that, he had the capability to leak all that information to everybody. Like
yeah,
like so I don't get
exactly.
why he didn't do it if he
And
had the ability
Yeah.
to.
why would he tweet that in the under like was he detained at the time he was tweeting that shit in Spain?
No, no, he wasn't. So
Oh,
he
so
didn't
he,
get arrested until 2020. He got arrested last year in October. I mean,
but
Yeah.
when did he sent those tweets out right before he got arrested? Man?
yeah, he said that they're on my. He was like, yeah, like the SEC is on my ass. Yeah. The
But it was
government,
probably
the
Florida
government's
scamming
on my
shit.
ass. Like if anything happens to me, this is what's gonna happen. But this is
Damn.
before, right? So this is while he's doing. This is while he's living like this weird life. He's like getting like export like or what is it called?
I feel like if you know the
Ex-
feds is coming down on you, a lot of people would say anything though.
if wait,
Yeah.
say that again.
If the feds are coming down on you, I think you would say anything to get your attention.
If the
It's
feds
just
are
like so,
coming
but like the
down,
thing is, I think it's still a little bit difficult for me to understand why he killed himself in a Spanish prison after he tweeted that.
right,
That doesn't make sense to me at all.
right. He tweeted
But
something and then then he killed himself. He tweeted that he would never do that, and after that,
and then
that was the story, and then that ends up exactly happening.
yeah, which is weird. That's weird, but outside of that, I mean, I think a lot of people would actually do that in terms of like say something really crazy and out there so I could get the attention of someone that could potentially help me. I don't know.
Right, because he was in
Yeah.
shit.
I don't know. Like, save me. I'm trying to go viral.
I'm trying to
I
go
don't know.
viral, man. People are very like into the whole attention thing.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, and it's like, yeah, his wife and his lawyer said that he would never kill
He was
himself.
normal.
That it was
Completely normal.
normal, right? So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. They're
That's
not
actually
the
crazy.
most. They're not the
Yeah.
most. Yeah, unbiased people when it comes to him. But I don't
That's
know.
so.
Yeah, we can start talking about that. Solomon,
But I'm not going.
what's
What
up?
I'm talking about is pretty much the same exact thing, though. I'm
What
not
you got
gonna
to talk
lie.
about?
I read the pre-written notes, and I got a little bit of inspiration from you
Okay.
related to that. So my guy was actually very similar. I'm actually going to push a podcast. It's called Exit Scam. Um, Basically, it's about this guy named Gerald Cotton. He is the owner of a cryptocurrency medium in Canada. Um, it's similar in the sense that he died under mysterious like circumstances. So he was on a honeymoon with his wife in India, and they were also like opening up an orphanage in India. But he had Crohn's disease that I think flared up, and he died in India. And so the reason why this is like crazy is because he had $215 million within his trading network, like his medium that he was opening to trade. And basically, he had all the passwords to all the crypto in one account, and it had all been removed from everybody else's account when they tried to look at it. All of his passwords for his crypto wallets were on paper, and they were nowhere to be found. And what they noted from the authorities when they looked at the accounts in the Quadriga account is that every single person who had traded on Quadriga had $0 in their bank account at the time of his death.
Oh, so
and so basically, yeah. And so a lot of the rumors, like I'll just kind of give you how like season one plays out. I mean, not season one, episode one plays out. It'll basically they're talking to you about how easy is it to fake your death.
How what?
How easy is it to fake your death?
What?
Because he went to India and died in India from a flare up from Crohn's disease, and they literally start out by talking to a PI who says this is one of the most popular places for someone who wants to disappear, to die, essentially.
So he's in India.
Not actually. Huh? Yeah.
He's in India right now.
Well, that is what the podcast kind of not theorizes, but they're kind of just alluding to the fact that he may still be alive with like the money, because the money was taken from those accounts.
So explain how he died again.
Crohn's disease. I think he had a flare up.
So it was on record that he went to India.
Oh yeah, it was a honeymoon. Him and his wife went.
And so they said he died of Crohn's disease in India, and that was it.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a private. So they didn't tell the people. They didn't tell like the Quadriga people who had crypto that he died until a month later, I think. And in that time, they had brought him back, buried him, and nobody had seen the body. The only people who were said to see the body was, I think, the wife and the doctor.
So they paid off the wife and the doctor to say they saw the body. There is no body.
Well, the thing is, they never
money.
opened it up. It's legal. Legally, they have to like fight to get that body exhumed. They
cannot exhume the coffin because of the sanctity of dead people.
And so he stole the money. So he had a cryptocurrency exchange that he set up, or it was an actual crypto?
Set up a cryptocurrency exchange.
This is a white person?
Yes.
Okay.
Canadian.
Okay, yeah. Continue.
Yeah. And so, but it was crazy. And so the podcast is called Exit Scam, and it basically just starts. He died in December of 2018, but it starts from there, and then it actually goes back into his youth. He didn't have the nicest of youth. Just kind of putting it out there. It makes everything pretty much said throughout these episodes makes them look super suspect in this all. But I just bring it up because it's just like the amount of like creativity, if he were to be alive to scam like this, is nuts.
Yeah. Wow.
And it's just like
he's probably alive, Solomon.
You have to assume. You have to assume, because
how else would his exchange just disappear?
Well, it doesn't. No, it's not that it disappears. It's not that it disappears. Like, the thing is, you should be able to access your funds on a crypto exchange. You should be able to, as long as like the owner of that exchange kind of keeps everything moving along. You should be able to pull from your own wallet. You should be able to withdraw from your own wallet to kind of put it into the exchange.
Mhm.
But I think from what I understood was that money was moved from people's accounts to different accounts, similar to a
Yeah.
Ponzi scheme.
Interesting.
And so
Damn.
it was a lot. It's a lot. I think the last episode of the series just dropped on Monday. So I would recommend you guys listening to it and to see how someone could do something like that, because they actually like paint a pretty good
How
picture.
white people could do something like that.
Yeah, and basically, if you guys aren't
How
going
white
to
people allow other white
listen,
people to do shit like that.
the answer is practice. Practice is perfect. And that's basically all I'll have to say. But you guys should. I would still recommend you guys checking it out.
So you said this was like 2018, right? So I guess like
Died in 2018. Yeah.
crypto still was kind of in its. I mean, crypto's been around for a while, but it definitely wasn't as mainstream as it is now. So it probably was definitely easier to fall into a scam like that.
Yes, exactly. People weren't as well informed. There weren't people like real people kind of checking their like dotting their I's and crossing their T's with every exchange that they were doing. Like they were just kind of going in thinking they were entrepreneurs, they were the first to the scene. But it was just like it was interesting to see like how people got duped into it. It's actually really simple. It's really easy to kind of understand why some of these people did it, because they were actually probably right in getting crypto this early in the game.
Mhm.
But like you hear the stories of like people like in 2016 putting six figures of crypto into a crypto wallet, and you just got scammed out of that money. But not only did you get scammed, if you had put it in a real exchange, you would have definitely been a multimillionaire by now.
Damn.
So there's like two parts of it that suck.
Those people got to be sick.
Yeah. But man, I was just gonna ask you guys, like, what's the biggest scam y'all have heard of in terms of like, because we're talking scam, but I feel like the PPP loan scams are small talk in comparison to what I'm trying to hear from you guys.
That's a good question. I mean, it wouldn't be anything that would compete with the level of scams that you guys are talking about now. But yeah, I mean, definitely like the crypto pump and dumps with just like bullshit coins. Trying to think.
Well, like with those types of coins, what do you like? How does it become a dump? Do you just like create infinite amount of coins as a creator once it goes like super sky high?
Yeah, so someone just like they create a certain amount of coins. They hire influencers to like hype it up on, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. So then they get their followers to buy it. So it increases the price of the coin. And then once it reaches a certain peak, that's when like the people who know what's going on, they sell their coins and they just take the profit and leave everybody else broke.
High and dry.
Yeah.
Is that what happened with Dogecoin?
Dogecoin, I wouldn't say as much. Like Dogecoin is a little bit more legit than those like other bullshit coins, but there's like a coin called, I think it was called like Elongate. There's another one called Shiba that they're trying to like kind of mimic Dogecoin. There's like Shiba. I think Safe Moon might be one of those coins where like they're coins that don't really do anything. But like people are just talking about them and they're just hoping to get rich. Like they're just basically trying to mimic something that would happen with like Bitcoin, where they think they're getting in super early and then it's going to skyrocket to, thousands of dollars, when in reality it's not going to. Yeah.
Man.
That sucks, man. Do your homework.
Yeah.
Do your homework, bro. Wow.
The important thing with cryptos is to just like read up on what they do. And if you see that their use case can be useful for the world, then and you believe in it, then I would invest. But if you're just listening to somebody telling you to invest in a crypto, be wary, unless you trust that person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure. So Brandon, what about you? You heard of what is a scam that you've heard of that has, I don't know, brought you into awe, or
into awe. I'm not really like into awe at any of these things.
That's what for
Yeah,
sure.
it kind of make me sick. But like, I don't know. Like, I think probably like Bernie Madoff or something. Yeah, I forgot what he did, but it was like
What do you do again?
it was like a Ponzi scheme.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Was it like under what sector?
shit, man, I can't even remember, man. That shit was hella long ago.
Yeah, fuck them. For sure.
My other brain.
Really, for my topic, I was just gonna say,
Other brain.
listen to Exit Scam. Like, I feel like you would talk with him, Mike.
Oh yeah, what's the name of the podcast?
Exit Scam.
Exit Scam. All right, I'll check it out.
Yeah, he actually just died in prison, Bernie Madoff.
Oh shit.
Oh, damn.
He advanced the proliferation of electronic trading platforms and the concept of payment for order flow, which has been described as a legal kickback. He founded a penny stock brokerage. It was wealth management, investment.
Okay. Oh, that's an easy scam.
Yeah, it's just
He's
just
the
managing people's money. Yeah.
Ponzi scheme. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at your profits. Oh, tell your friend about your profits. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Some basic. I mean, I don't really know like scams, like big scams. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Other than just like pyramid schemes and stuff like that. But,
yeah, pyramid schemes.
Yeah.
I've been trying to. Yeah, there's been quite a few people.
Have y'all guys duped into getting into the pyramid scheme?
No.
No.
Almost.
Yeah. Usually people. Yeah.
Somebody tried to like court you into one, and did you not like? Were there any instances where you didn't realize until hella late?
Damn, yeah, bro. I can tell you right now. So I had I was working at this marketing firm, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna be a marketer because I'm trying to get a marketing job, right?
Yeah.
And it was basically I had to go out on the street of San Francisco, and I was just all over the city, just different places like Dolores Park,
like Will Smith in The Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah, First Street, man. And I'm just walking up to random people with a tablet trying to sell them Blue Apron and HelloFresh, because the pyramid scheme company I'm working for has contracts with them. Those applications to promote, to use us to promote them. You try to get word of mouth, subscriptions. So you would have them like try to sign up with the tablet right then and there, but you had to get like 20 before you even start getting paid. You get like 20 subscriptions or something crazy. And then
that's nuts.
Yeah, and then like the person you're working for like gets like a percentage of what you make or whatever for like, you know what I'm saying? Like they get like I think they get like 100% of everything for training you or something, like something stupid. I was there for like 3 days and I was like, oh, wait a minute. Like I went to 3 places because it was kind of cool, because I was like, oh wait, we're going to the city, like this is cool. Like it was like they had rented,
you're
like,
out and doing things.
They rented like this interesting little office out in Berkeley. So I was like, okay, this it felt like a startup.
It looks official. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, maybe this is a startup. They're trying to do like marketing consulting, but nah, man.
Man, little did you fucking know that they were trying to fucking work you into the fucking bone and give you $10 to take a job, bro.
Man, it was super hard work, man. Because I didn't even know it could get hot in the city. I found out that summer though. I found out that summer.
Yeah,
it get
that's
hot
crazy.
in the city, man. We had to wear suits. Oh man, it was terrible. It was terrible. We had to wear suits.
To sell Hello Fresh?
We had to wear suits to sell suit. We were wearing suits, and then they gave us an apron, a Hello Fresh apron, dirty ass apron. And so we're walking up to people with a tablet. We're walking up to people with a tablet. Have you ever heard of Hello Fresh? Have you ever heard of Hello Fresh? I'm like, bro, and I'm just like, what is going on? Like, where am I? I felt like I was in like the Twilight Zone or something. Like,
damn,
man,
that's crazy. Mike, has that ever happened to you?
I've never actually been a part of one, but someone's tried to recruit me several times. Two people who I know from SCU.
You get Nate Robinson in the same space.
It's somebody that we all know.
Okay.
I won't say names. Maybe I'll say it after the fact. But like, yeah, it was just it was super sketch, in that like they wouldn't tell me exactly
what they were selling.
Or like they wouldn't tell me exactly what I would be doing. He was just kind of like, oh, come meet my mentor, and we'll see if you're a good fit for what we're doing. And I was just like, bro, like I'm not gonna like at least tell me like what you're trying to get me into, so I don't like waste your time. Like, and he was just like, and then he just stopped messaging me. Another time, just some random guy reached out to me. I actually went to the meeting with him. Like I did the whole meeting, and like he explained the whole process, and it was the same shit. Like people under you, people at the top but he tried to say it's not a pyramid scheme though. We do like da da da. Like whenever you have to say it's not a pyramid scheme, it's a pyramid scheme.
Fucking pyramid scheme. Like
it's just like the people at the top make the most money. Like that's all it is.
Like really.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been people have tried to recruit me several times. I don't know. There was one that was going around in the Black community a long time ago. Do you guys ever hear of Monavi?
Nah.
Oh, okay. No. It was like this drink that was supposed to like have all these health benefits and do all these good things for you. But like I'm pretty sure it was like in the end, like the drink probably didn't do all the shit that they claimed that it did. And then like, yeah, so it was real big in like my barber shop for a while.
Do you guys know about foreign exchange?
Is that Forex?
Yeah. Is that a pyramid scheme?
I have no clue. I really don't know anything about it, to be honest.
I don't know anything about it to tell you. I just heard, I don't think it is a pyramid scheme, but I know that there's a grooming process to it. So I think there's a pyramid scheme involved. Like, because Forex by itself shouldn't be a pyramid scheme, because it's just trading on the differences of the exchange of foreign currencies.
Right.
But
the process of getting involved, is like kind of weird.
Yeah,
because like people charge a shit ton to teach you.
Right.
Exactly. Even though it's just probably basic stock trading.
Or not even just do that, or just to use like a brokerage platform. It's the subscription cost is really steep.
Mm-hmm. Damn, I did not know that.
Like instead of dealing with a person, instead of dealing with a person, you would deal with like this platform, and then it's like a lot of money just to even use the platform.
Yeah.
But it like comes with these resources or whatever. Because I think that's like the idea of like why people are getting into it, is because it's being made so like simple. It's being so simplified by like instead of having like all of these brokerages, you would have just an algorithm that does these things for you.
So I'm a part of a stock investing Discord, and they have like a section for Forex trading. I haven't looked at it, but I'm assuming it's legit. Like I kind of like the people that are in the group, like they have like suggested some pretty profitable like trades, just a normal stock trading. So like, but maybe I'll look into it to see like what they're talking about in the Forex section, just to see if I think it can be something that's lucrative.
Yeah, I've definitely heard some things about it, but I haven't looked too deep into it to really know about it. But I just know that there's like startup costs involved,
mm-hmm.
which is common with a lot of pyramid schemes.
But yeah, exactly. You just got to make sure you know where the money is going to.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what it is at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah. I feel like for me, the one time I almost got brought into one of those pyramid schemes, I was super young. I was 15 and a half. And the reason why I actually didn't join was because I wasn't 16. And I was like the legal age to sign up. And basically, I forgot what it was called, but it was a church friend of mine. And I was a sophomore in high school, and he was pretty much telling me doctors were hopping on the ship, flipping cash, making money. All I had to do was put in 300 to start, and I'm like, man, this was in the time that I thought people that were older than me were smarter than me. This was in that era. But basically, it was basically one of those sites where they sell like nutrivitamins, like a lotion, like pills, and all that kind of shit. I forgot which one it was called. Amway Global, I think. It was Amway Global. It was a really
Amway. Yeah. No, that's the one that they were trying to get me into when I was telling you. Yeah, it was Amway.
And it was that
like
website was
extreme drinks.
Yeah, exactly. Those types of drinks were on there too, like little green juices, all selling for like way out of pocket, like toothpaste, like healthy toothpaste. Like what the fuck are they selling about? And so I was, after that point, like I've been able to like figure out very quickly on what a pyramid scheme is and what it looks like, because I got brought through the entire process, all the way to the fucking checkout.
Y'all remember Cutco?
Yep.
Solomon, you look crazy, bro.
I know, I do.
You turned the whole thing. The background turned into you, bro. That was wild.
I don't even know how I did that. My shit has been tripping all fucking day, bro. Man, I don't mind it.
I know these virtual backgrounds are not like totally legit.
Yeah. Cutco. Cutco was that's a classic.
Yeah, man. You see this rope?
I'm gonna show you how sharp this knife is.
All the way through.
Oh man. But like it's not sales is hard, man. Sales is like super difficult. Obviously there are people who do that type of stuff who are master salespeople who are, great at what they do.
Yeah.
So it just requires you to be, have that skill set. But then those skills are transferable and you don't have to do it for a pyramid scheme. You know what I mean?
Yeah, essentially you just start letting the people under you work for you. Like,
yep. But I see Mike's eating. I'm getting pretty hungry myself.
Yep. It is about that time. I think we had some good conversations. All that.
Yeah, man. Solomon's fading out. He's going into the galaxy, man. No, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about your feet, man. I'm just kidding.
Oh, yo, we floating.
For real. He's floating. We out here.
You know what time it is. Yeah. Literally turning into like Martian Man. Or what was the character?
Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, Manhunter.
Yeah, man. That's what's up. But yeah, so I'll let y'all go then. We're gonna wrap it up. This is the Mostly Bullshitting Podcast. Do y'all have anything y'all want to promote before we dip out of here?
This burn your face hot sauce. Oh, it's all blurry. Fuck. All right. Well, it's called Lovejoy's Burn Your Face Hot Sauce.
Nice.
I saw it on We Buy Black. Pretty good hot sauce. Check it out if you're interested.
Awesome. So
today I'm just gonna promote water. If you didn't drink some water today, go drink some water. All right. That's it for me.
Cool. Obviously, I'm going to support Tapped In. It's an online marketplace for Black-owned businesses, similar to We Buy Black, but we're currently serving businesses in the Bay Area. We Buy Black doesn't have a connection to a lot of West Coast businesses, so we're trying to fill that niche within the West Coast and expand from there. And then heads up, in the next coming weeks, I'm gonna try to get a special guest. One of my homies, he's starting a trading sort of like, I don't know if it's a
platform.
I don't know if it's a, I don't know what it is. But he's starting I think it's just a group or like
a Discord. He's probably in what I'm doing.
He's probably Discord. Yeah, probably starting Discord.
Where he's gonna like have stock suggestions.
Yeah, I think I don't think it's just a Discord. I think he's starting like a YouTube channel probably.
Okay.
But he's giving like stock advice.
Okay.
You know, maybe like yeah, just a brand.
You know, have you heard? Yeah, I was gonna. Have you heard of like Mark Monroe and like the Next Gen Wealth Club, or I don't know, First Gen Wealth?
No, but I'm sure there's so many of these.
That. Yeah.
Yeah,
yep,
man.
there are. But I'm glad. I'd be excited to hear about. Yeah, I'm excited to hear about his kind of process, how he's starting up, who he's like, what he's trying to do. Like it would be great to hear him come through and see what he has to say.
And I think we should all, if you guys have homies as well, that you know do something cool, do something that you think is impactful and relevant. Feel free to invite them to the podcast, you guys, so that we can, promote young Black voices, young Black talented minds.
For sure, no doubt.
Cool, man. So I'll catch y'all later. Y'all be smooth.
Peace.
Have a good one. Bye. Hey, stay on the line, Mike.
Oh yeah, you want to?
Yeah, who are the people?